Hello, this is Greg G4CST. Just a quick introductory video onto how to connect a terminal emulator to an intelligent device, such as an Arduino Nano, which is, for example, used in the Morse Magic Morse code reader and sender. So first of all, let's have a look at the terminal emulator itself, Kitty. I can just be doing a quick search on that, and you can find that Kitty is available from a number of different sources. So it's easy to find it, and there's even a Wikipedia description here of what it is. Just one of many terminal emulators that exist. This one works on Windows. Windows 10 I haven't tried it on 11, but I'm assuming it will work for Windows 11 as well. So you can just download that and run that as an exe file. The other thing that we need to think about if we're talking to an Arduino, for example, is the driver which is used for the USB port. And as it says here, the CH340 driver is used by a number of Arduino compatible boards. So you may not need to install this if you have a number of things that you have previously connected to your computer. You can often find that the CH340 driver is already installed. So it's often worth a look at the device drivers before you start, just to make sure you have the device driver or not before you download it. So let's just have a look in the device manager. So I'll just click down here in the search area for device manager, and I'll open that. Excuse me, got a bit of a frog in my throat this afternoon. Click on ports, COM and LPT, and we can see here that USB serial CH340, which is the Arduino Nano driver, is connected to COM port COM23. So now we can open Kitty, so I'll go back down to the search bar and type in Kitty because I've already installed that. And you can see here it says Kitty portable app or portable.exe. There's a picture of a couple of little computer screens there, so that's the app we're looking for. And we'll open the configuration window here. Now you can click on serial, and you can see it comes up with COM1 on 9600. That's the bit rate. Now we don't want to run at 9600, we want to run at 115 200, and we know we want COM23, but I'm not going to do that here because there's a couple of other things that I want to look at. So if we go down to connection and then follow the link down to serial, that gives us a few more options. It opens a new screen. So here we can type in COM23. We could have done this on the open screen, we didn't need to do it here. 115.200. We're using 8 data bits, 1 stop bit in this configuration. Parity is not enabled. Parity is just a system for checking whether or not there's got the correct number of data bits in the word. The reliability and integrity of this data connection is so good that we don't need to worry about parity, and equally we don't need to worry about stopping and starting the data stream, so I'm going to turn that off. So flow control none. So once you've got that configured, we can just click on open, and what should happen is that we will get this screen here up, which is the Kitty screen. And this is actually the terminal emulation. It tells us we're on COM23, and you can see there's some. This is the opening screen from the Morse Magic, in fact. So let's just do this little top hat thing here. I don't know what it's called, but if we just click on that, so if I do Shift and then number 6 on the keyboard, it asks us which function we want to use, and so I'll just type on number 1. It says, okay, you've got a memory here, memory 1, type in the text, so I'll just type in hello world. Okay, and it says I've got to use the little hat to finish. Once I've finished that, so I'll use the little Shift 6 again, and then it asks me to restart the reader. You don't always need to restart the reader. Some things will go in automatically, some won't. I think this one actually goes in automatically, but what I'm going to do is just shut down Kitty and open it again, and that will actually restart the reader anyway. I could just unplug the power, but I can't reach it because it's under the bench. KITTY. It is possible to save these configurations, and if you want to save a session, you just type in here the name of the folder, and then you can click on save. The problem with that is that the COM port that you plugged into may not necessarily be the same the next time you open it, so I prefer to make sure that everything is set up each time I go in. So COM23, 115, 200, 8 bits, one stop bit, and no flow control, and open, and that will actually restart the reader, and we can now see that in memory 1 we've actually got the words hello world instead of mem1, which it says from the factory settings. And now if I type in some letters, A, S, D, F, G, H, or G4CST. Okay, so that's now sending direct from the keyboard, and anything I type on the keyboard, it will send if it's a Morse character. If I type in something which isn't a Morse code character and it's not recognised as such, it comes up and says invalid input character, but that's okay, we can still keep on typing. And it will come up and show us what data is actually being output. Okay, there are a number of different terminal emulators, but and some you can use to actually store data, so you can have a stored string if you want to use that for a little bit of Morse practice. But that's how you set it up, and that's talking now to the Morse Magic and transmitting. If the Morse Magic was connected to an incoming stream, then the data would be appearing on this screen. And of course, you can change the settings of the screen. You can change the color, you can change the character size, all that sort of stuff. That's all in the settings. But this is only a very short video to introduce you to the idea of connecting this kitty, which is a terminal emulator, excuse me, to an intelligent device such as a microcontroller like is on the Nano. Okay, hope that was helpful, and good luck, and happy playing.